Hey everybody, what's up? Thought I'd give you my thoughts on the trailers, the new trailers for TMNT Out of the Shadows and Suicide Squad. First of all, let's start with Suicide Squad here. I thought it's good. Obviously, what Warner Brothers is doing is to try to show that this is it's a dark film. Yeah, it's dark and gritty, but it's more humorous. I like that. I like that. Um, I like that. I like that idea there. That it's more, like I said, it's more dark and gritty, but it's more humorous. And you can see that in this film. I mean, you can see that in this trailer. That they use three different song choices, and it's just really to me sets up the mood, if you will, for kind of no, not just sets the mood, but kind of sets you in the mood, I should say, to really get hyped or really get anxious for this movie because like I say, obviously, what they're doing here is they're setting up the fact that this is going to be a more, like I say, more comedic, yes, dark and gritty, and sometimes dramatic, but more comedic in a sense than Batman versus Superman. And I like that, I really do. Now, at the start of the trailer, they kind of emphasize. They started off in Washington, and basically, you got Amanda Waller saying, "Hey, she wants to put together a team to bad guys to do some good." Just like in the first few trailers. And it's all because this one guy, I think it's the one of the guys in the meeting with that's eating dinner with her in the first few trailers. You know, he I don't know if it's the same guy or a different guy, but he's basically saying, "Hey, what is to prevent someone like Superman from coming down to the White House, opening up the White House, grabbing the president, and taking him away?" So basically, that's what the idea. Amanda gets the idea to do the Suicide Squad. Now, this trailer basically kind of centers in, kind of lets you know right off the bat that Superman, that this, yes, it is the same universe and all that same, I guess you could say same universe, continuity, whatever. But it also shows you that the government does not want to take any chances with Superman. It's not just Batman v Superman. No, it's also the government. They're like, hey, this guy caused a lot of damage in Metropolis. Let's not take any chances. And that, again, like I said, that's where Amanda Waller comes in. And we get some excellent moments throughout the film. We get some funny moments. Like I said, we get, we get. I think the army. It's not the army, but the what is it? The um, Arkham Asylum security or whatever they are, handing Deadshot, Will Smith's character, a gun. He's like, "You guys are joking, right?" Boom. And he hits his target like it's like, "You're joking. You're giving me this. You have no idea. Do you know who I am?" kind of deal. They got some good shots here, very more so establishing characters in a sense, showing more comedic, like I say, more humorous moments. You even have, I think, Boomerang asking Katana, "Oh, you got something like, oh, you have somebody alive, or you want to go on a date, or something like that." He asks her that, and she puts her sword right up to her throat, like, "Don't even think about it," kind of deal. And you also have Harley Quinn. She's changing into her outfit, and you got all the security and army. So you got all the Arkham Asylum soldiers and security just stopping and watching, and she's like, "What?" She's like, "What?" So it's like she doesn't. I don't think she understood what was just happening there. I don't know. Well, we do get some moments with Batman carrying Harley. I don't know if it's during the present time, but it looks like it is carrying Harley to the Batmobile, diving in after Harley into the river. So obviously Ben Affleck is in here. We just haven't been told that it's him yet. But we get Batman in here. We do get an idea of who might be the villain or villainess, of that the Suicide Squad's facing. So that's good. That's a good thumbs up there. Um, and I think we kind of have an idea. I mean, just the way the creatures, just the way they're attacking and fighting these creatures and slicing and dicing them up, blowing them away. Yeah, I think we kind of have an idea who might be the villain or villainess, the antagonist, if you will. I'm not dropping any names, but I think we kind of have an idea. But overall, this trailer really, in my opinion, did a decent job. I mean, you have at the beginning of the trailer when they're establishing the Suicide Squad, you have one of the head soldiers, I think is a general or something like that, saying, "Hey, you guys try to defy us, you you try to defy us, you get killed. You try to escape from us to do your own thing, you get killed." So basically, going by comic book wise, going by what we know, that basically if the Suicide Squad tries to defy them, tries to escape from them, they're going to get killed. They're going to get hurt. And you also have a scene in here where Amanda Waller's like, "Hey, if anything happens, that tries to tie it to us, we'll throw it at them. We'll throw them under the bus." She literally says, "Throw them under." I think she literally says in the trailer, "We throw them under the bus." Basically, they take the blame. So overall, great second or third trailer. Great third trailer. The end of it basically with them being in a bar, where she's asking, what you got Harley basically serving them drinks, and Will Smith is like, what do you think I am, 12 or something like? It's like she's asking each of what they want, and then they get to Diablo, and he's like, water, and she's like, because she's asking him what they want to drink, and when they, like I said, she gets to Diablo, he says, just give me a water, and she's like, good choice. So I think to me, I think Warner Brothers did a decent job here with the Suicide Squad trailer. The only question is, will the movie live up to the hype? So I think that's the one thing people are worrying about. But I think because it's not Zack Snyder that's directing, I think we might have a better chance here. So we'll see what happens. Now, as far as the TMNT Out of the Shadows goes, this second trailer, not the third, not the fourth, second trailer, I thought was good. Is it the second trailer? No, it's actually the third trailer. It's actually the third trailer when one thinks about it. But 2.5 trailer. Second, 2.5 trailer. But as far as TMNT Out of the Shadows goes, definitely does a better job at establishing what the story is going to be about. You can really see exactly where they're going with it. Like I say, you could tell where they're going with it, and what one of the main plot lines is going to be. I mean, basically, because what we see here is we do see Bebop and Rocksteady, after they get mutated, kind of interact with each other, kind of being excited, like, "Hey man, you're a rhinoceros," and Rocksteady, who's played by Seamus, he's like, "Yeah man, and you're a," and Bebop's like, "I'm a pig," So that's really nice to see that. And obviously, we now get more of a connection between Stockman and Shredder. Like, obviously, there's a connection, a history between the two. Because Stockman calls him Master Shredder or Sensei Shredder or something like that. But, we do see more. We do kind of get the same clips we did in the last trailer. With the Technodrome in the sky and them confronting Krang. We don't hear Krang yet. We don't, we don't see him yet. We don't hear his voice yet. But, we do see him. But like I said, we see the same thing we saw before, or the same scene from the last trailer. And then, we kind of get an idea of what one of the main plots is going to be, one of the main subplots is going to be. Because, like I say, we do get another scene, basically, with April being confronted by some foot ninjas. She gets rescued by Casey Jones. And you have Michelangelo asking him, "Oh, are you guys a thing?" And all that. So we get some of the same scenes, kind of a little different dialogue or something like that, or a different way of coming into the scene of a character coming into that scene and being introduced. Um, we see that April, she goes into disguise mode several times to kind of get information for the Turtles, as well as maybe get a scoop or a story for Channel 6 or whatever she's working for, or whoever she's working for. So she goes into disguise with a blonde wig and all that. That's what the schoolgirl outfit obviously comes into. um, but like I said, we also get, like I said, one of the subplots we do get is this purple mutagen that gets introduced. It's because here's the thing: the purple mutagen, yes, that's a nice callback to the original TMNT cartoon, if you will, because obviously the purple mutagen is what turns Rocksteady and Bebop into animals. And like I said, one of the subplots in this movie obviously is going to be the Turtles realizing that if it could turn humans into animals, it could probably turn them into humans. And you get this one scene where Donatello's putting some of it on his hands, and he goes from 3 digits to 5. And like I said, the subplot about this is that obviously is going to be involved in this movie is the Turtles are getting sick and tired. Mostly you can see it with Michelangelo are getting sick and tired. And you see it at the beginning. Mikey's like, hey, this whole, because I don't know what's going on in New York. Either it's a Mardi Gras masquerade thing or something. But, Michelangelo's like, hey, this is probably the best and only night we can go out on our own and, be ourselves and not be, not scare anybody. And at the beginning of the trailer, you see Michael going up to the surface, just as himself, and he gets pulled back down by Raphael, and Raphael's like, hey, what do we tell you about stealth, man? So obviously you can tell there's a big plot line there, or subplot there, where it's not, well, it is Mikey, but you can tell it's kind of affecting the other turtles as well. Maybe not Leonardo that much because he's trying to keep everybody together, and there's a scene with him and Splinter where Splinter's telling him, hey, you got to be this guy that keeps this team together. You guys got to, make sure you guys work together as a team, as family. And basically, like I say, the subplot here is the obviously the Turtles, Donatello discovers, obviously, that the purple ooze that turned Bebop and Rocksteady into a rhinoceros and a warthog can probably turn them into humans. And you get to see with Mikey being like, hey, if this happens, we won't be dejected anymore. We won't have to worry about not going to the surface anymore or people being afraid. I think basically Mikey gets this line or this moment where he's like, maybe people won't be afraid of us anymore if we can get this opportunity. So, to become more human-like. So to me, that's sort of an interesting plot twist because when you think back to the original TMNT cartoon, the comics, as well as the 2003 series, I don't think ever once did the Turtles ever decide, hey, we want to be human. I mean, yeah, they had to wear human masks and all that to disguise themselves, but never once did they ever thought, hey, maybe we can be human. Maybe if we can become human, that might help. And that's an interesting plot twist they're putting in here, that the purple ooze, like I said, which is a callback to the original cartoon, can probably turn them into human, just like they could turn humans into animals. It could probably turn them into humans, because like I said, you get that moment where Donatello's putting that ooze on his hand, and it goes from 3 digits to 5. So, yeah, really interesting subplot to be thrown in there, because now you kind of get more. I guess you could say you're getting more character development here, because now you're starting to see that the Turtles, they want to interact with the real world. They want to be with the humans on the surface, to the point that they're not scaring anybody, but they can be accepted. And obviously this is a subplot being thrown in there, because now they see that, hey, we got this opportunity with this ooze that would, probably give us that chance. So I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, overall, I think it did a decent job of setting up and getting us more interested. And like I say, throwing in that subplot in the end. So that's all I have to say on TMNT Out of the Shadows, the newer trailer. Let me know what you guys think down below. Both of them. Do you think both of them did a decent job at setting up the movies, getting us excited to probably go see them and intrigued to go see them? Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I am out.